morning from Sydney, Australia. I am so looking forward to helping you today because I have something with me that I developed many years ago when we were going through a really rough time financially. I was about to have our first child, and my husband's company went broke, and we had 18% interest rates. And through that period and period of years after, we struggled financially. We didn't know how we were going to pay our mortgage. We were struggling to even buy food, and I remember what that felt like. But through that season, I feel like I've been so prepared over the years, and that's what's allowed me to help literally tens of thousands of people with the way that they manage money, the way they grow their income, creating new ideas, even when you're under pressure. And I fully believe that when we're in our worst times, it's actually a time where we can draw it from our greatest creativity. So I'm going to share with you this 4-step traction, money, and emotional tool to help you just get through each day. Now, this is not just a message for you as an individual. It's something that potentially might help your clients. And for those of you that are leaders or CEOs, I've been speaking to a lot of CEOs and business leaders, sales managers, HR managers, and you're under enormous pressure because you're trying to look after employees. And I know what that feels like. I was in a senior role and I was leading 5,000 people, and the company went into administration, and we had to navigate through that journey as well. So this is just a really simple 4-step tool. It uses different quadrants of your brain, and it's just a great tool to help you get through each day and feel like that you're moving forward. So it's kind of like inch by inch at the moment. And in times like this, we can either be in survival or we can get ourselves into traction. And so down the track, we can thrive rather than just be surviving. So we've all really got a choice right now to learn the tools, how to get traction when we're in a period of time that it is very difficult. I recognize and understand that for all of us. But there's also a choice here of learning new tools and using this time not as a time of hibernation, but a time of incubation where you can start to move towards your dream. So the first part of the tool is talking about your dream. So, it's really important for us to not give up hope. This isn't the end of the world. We are going to get through this. And when we get through it, you're going to be able to achieve some of the dreams that you've had in your heart for a long time. Maybe you want to write a book, and now's a great time to do it. Or maybe you wanted to always take your business online, and now's a good time to learn the tools and put some things in place to execute that dream. But if you don't have a dream, and this is so important if you have kids or employees, to speak about the future and still be visionary. And this is the hallmark of a leader, is to be able to still have hope and belief and faith and courage to continue to move towards the dream. And if you do that, you'll find that people will start to follow you as well. So what's the dream that you've always had in your heart? And sure, maybe right now it's not going to happen, but to have that inspiration is so important. It's important for your kids as well. So talk to your kids about their dreams, talk to your employees about their dreams, and how can you move towards your dream now? So the next step I want to share with you is a really practical left brain step, and that is, what is a goal that you can achieve every day? So setting a small goal, and a goal may be as simple as, going for a walk around the block, or it may be that you are going to have a business conversation that you've been putting off, or it may be that you need to just get a bill paid or ring somebody to sort something out. But doing a goal that is a bit aspirational is really great, that is helping you to be consistent and move towards something. So if a goal relates to your dream, just chunk it right down to one small step. When we're under pressure, especially if we're a creative or a right brain type, we can get really overwhelmed with all the things that we think we have to do, and we can go into panic mode and start to just try and do too much. But if you just achieve one small goal, the brain will like it, you're starting to rewire, and you give yourself a feeling of success. So it's important to achieve a small goal, even if you're working and you just get something done that you've been needing to do or haven't finished. Completing something is so good for the brain. So that's step number 2. And step number 3 is doing something really practical. If you are in financial difficulties right now, I remember when I was just avoiding speaking to anyone about our bills because we were going through such a hard time financially. If you do one practical step to get your money in order, money likes order. Money flows when it has order. So now is a perfect time for you to bite the bullet, make the phone call, even if it means that you've got to get an extension on a bill, do it. Just pick one thing today and do it. Don't try and do them all at once. Just do one practical thing. Now, a practical thing may not be for you around bills or money. Maybe a practical thing for you is that you have thought about executing an idea. So what information do you need? Who do you need to speak to help you to get something started? What's the next step? Because normally we procrastinate because we don't have all the information. And so our brains are uncertain. And when we're uncertain, we go into fear. So the 4th step is your emotional life. And I call it being an emotional millionaire. And what that means is you're able to access that higher state of flow, that state of faith, that place that allows you to be creative. And, it's kind of like, if you're standing on top of the mountain after a bushwalk, or you're in the shower and you get an idea. But to access that state is learning how to move out of survival through traction and into that state of what I call flow, or your higher state. So a lot of people are down in that survival state, and when you're in that survival kind of thinking and you're listening to all of that, you can really start to get fearful very quickly. And I've experienced that. But I have trained myself over the years to move out of that place quickly. And you can rewire that pathway in your brain. And it really comes from your heart as well. What do you believe in? And, I believe in the future of the world. So who are you listening to at the moment? Are you listening to all the news reports? I've put myself on an information diet right now. I am only allowing myself to hear the news for a very, very short time every day. And I'm happy to hear it through my family if they've watched it, or watch a brief snip of what's going on so that I'm aware and practical and being sensible. However, the rest of the time, I have shifted my focus over the years, and I choose to listen to people who have wisdom, who has great advice, who can practically help me move forward. So not just about ideas, but about execution. So if you've been trying to battle through this on your own, I would say who is around you, who is a leader, who is courageous. And what I've found in working with high performers is they often don't ask for a lot of help. And myself included, I've only learned to do that over the years, where I go and get mentoring from people that have gone ahead of me in a certain area. For example, online marketing. It's an area that I went to the States and learned about. And I'm so thankful for that now, because now I've learned how to set up an online business, and now I help other people do that as well. So, but who are you around? What are people talking about that are around you? And if they're constantly talking about the fear of this and the issue, they're not great for you to be listening to. What comes out of your mouth is super powerful. So what are you talking about yourself? Are you talking about your dreams? Are you talking about positive things? And are you around people who are courageous, who are encouraging, who have a high degree of courage and faith? And I would really encourage you, this one last thing emotionally, is think about how you want to feel rather than how you are feeling. And this has really helped me so many times, because again, you are starting to create a new neural pathway in your mind. But if you want to feel more calm, what has to happen for you to feel more calm? Or if you want to feel more peaceful, what kind of things make you feel peaceful? I know listening to music and praying makes me feel more peaceful, so that's what I do. But now in these times, I've made sure that in my day I have the structure for that. I place high importance on that. And to be honest, I think at these times we're in, we need lots more of the mindset and the emotional courage and the emotional peace. So it may be that you need to put those structures into your day 4 or 5 times a day, rather than just going to the gym once a day or doing whatever you do. So it's okay, to chunk it into tiny little bits and move between your dream, your goal, a practical action, and your emotions. And if you do that and you just keep going round and round these 4 quadrants each day, the 4-step process, what will happen? Oh, I'm looking above. What will happen is you will start to create a habit of getting things done even in adversity. And just trust me, when you start to deal with things and not just be in survival and denial, you will feel so much better, and you'll start to create some really positive pathways emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. And I had a client the other day, I had this exact conversation with her, and within the next hour, she was just feeling so much more calm. She was worried about her kids. She was worried about her own health because she had some health issues. And, I just said, calm your farm, love. Calm your farm. But we did look at what, she wants to do some speaking. So we looked at what needs to be put in place for her to help her with that. So I hope this has helped you. 4-step money traction process, and I will put an image of this on the screen for you in the comments. For those of you that are really wanting to invest in developing yourself over this season, over the next 3 months, I am doing some strategy calls. They are free of charge at the moment, just to help people have a shift in the call and recognize what you can do, not what you can't do, to move yourself forward, because this will end. And when it ends, you can come out of this either being a leader and showing the world what you've got and leading people through this season, or you can hide away in your lounge room, which, hey, we all do that sometimes too. So love and prayers to you today, wherever you are in the world. And I hope this has helped you, and tag someone if you know someone who you think this could be useful for. It's just super practical. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.